OK, it seems the Sussexes are struggling to hold down a job at the moment. Reports over the weekend revealing Harry and Meghan have lost their $33 million deal with Spotify, and now it looks like their Netflix deal could be in jeopardy too.
Oh no, what are we going to do? Let's discuss this now with the Mirror's royal editor, Russell Myers in East Sussex. Russell, they're on Skid Row. What went wrong with Spotify?
Well, I know our heart bleeds for them, doesn't it? I mean, just a few down to their last few million, I imagine. But, you know, what has happened with Spotify? It will be a big question, not only for the bosses at Spotify. I think we've seen over the last few weeks, they've had a sort of mea culpa coming out and saying that signing the big names such as Harry and Meghan hasn't really worked out for them. And, you know, $33 million is an awful lot of money. So I think they will be asking why they signed them in the first place.
Well, worse than hasn't worked out for them. Bill Simmons, the Spotify head of podcast innovation, who's one of the most popular podcasters in the world, he's called them grifters.
Well, he has. I mean, he has not been mincing his words. He actually used a bit more flowery language than that. Yeah. I mean, it was pretty punchy. And let's take a look at what he had to say.
I wish I had been involved in the Meghan and Harry leave Spotify negotiation. The grifters. That's the podcast we should have launched with them. I got to get drunk one night and tell the story of the Zoom I had with Harry to try to help him with a podcast idea. Do it. It's one of my best stories.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
I mean, Russ, are you salivating at the idea of Bill Simmons telling that story? Let's send him a case of whatever he drinks.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, it has been the sort of talk of the town at the moment of what on earth could he be referring to? And as you say, Bill Simmons is a big, big name. I mean, you know, I mean, this word grifters has sort of entered the vocabulary over the last couple of years. So I just looked it up just to check its meaning. It says someone who gets money dishonestly by tricking people. I mean, that is, again, pretty punchy language. And have Harry and Meghan sort of been tarred with this brush, people falling out of love with them? It seems as though they are on this sort of snowballed effect of after Harry's book, that people are turning away from them, and maybe they'll need a bit of a step back to try and work out what their next move is.
Well, it's not going to be a duration of the Netflix deal. That's coming to an end too. But is this one a case of just the deal running its course, or has there been a problem here at Netflix for them as well?
Well, you know, again, we're waiting to see, because Harry and Meghan signed a $150-odd million deal with Netflix. That's a big fanfare.
But
the streaming giants.
Netflix's own algorithm, that rated.
Well, again, yeah, you know, this is the thing. It's we've got the Invictus Games program that is coming up that Harry's been working on for a couple of years. But Meghan's animation film Pearl was canned. Again, is this a staggered deal? I doubt very much they were given the money up front. However, they are not the hot property they once were. And I think that, again, they will need to take a step back to work out where do they fit in the sort of Hollywood role. They can't keep going and trashing on the family, which they've done for the last couple of years. That simply isn't working. So, you know, they need a new tact, don't they?
Well, I read on the weekend, Russell, that Meghan signed with a new talent agency or something, and they're looking at getting her deals with
Dior?
big fashion houses like Dior.
Yeah.
Is this the direction that you see her moving in?
Again, I'm not sure. I think that you know, if Meghan had her sort of wish list, then of course she wants to be the face of Dior. We all would love to be, wouldn't we, with the riches and clothes and the fame that comes with it. But I'm not sure that it fits sort of Meghan's brand, or whether, you know, Dior and Meghan fit the brand together anymore. Listen, I think there has been an awful lot happen over the last couple of years. We saw Harry turn up on his own to the coronation. He was in and out in less than 24 hours almost. Again, the relationships are pretty strained, to say the least. So where do they fit? Are they Hollywood? Are they part of the royal family? I still don't think they've made their minds up.
Let's move to Prince William. Looks like he's had a far more wholesome weekend, and he's been sharing some lovely pictures celebrating Father's Day. So it's Father's Day over there.
It is. It's just just finished Father's Day today. I had a lovely day with my family, and it looks like William did too. Certainly, they got the memo wearing royal blue, all of them today. And again, some of the royal family sending sort of images out on the social media. We had sort of one of King Charles showing one with his two boys. You know, those olive branch sort of vernacular being used again. I'm not too sure about that. I think we need a bit of a cooling of the waters before Harry's invited over for dinner. And maybe we'll have a Christmas get together. You never know. We can back hope from some of them.
All right, I'm going to Google what Bill Simmons drinks, and you can send him tequila. If you go from your end, I'll go from mine. We'll just attack it from either end. We've got to get that story. Russ,
Thank you, Russ.
Hey there, Today fans. Sarah and What's my name again?
Oh my God, Carl.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel, though. Subscribe now for more news, special reports, and amazing Aussie stories.
And Carl misbehaving,
Whoa,
of course.
that never happens.
Always happens.
What's she talking about?
Always happens.